All right, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. On the stream today, we've got the, I guess you'd call it a return or re-debut. I'm not quite sure here. Of Genesis slash Ice slash numerous other things I'm probably forgetting. It's 7. Some familiar players for sure.
Okay, Palidore said right
In H Money.
So, yeah,
And you can hear them in there confirming as I do mute them now. But yes, H Money Zux. You got Desirable, you got Citizen coming up against WURST here, then the Diamond Division, Nerve, Leap, Kitty Stuff, Bowser, Salty Crackers on that roster. On the cast today, you got me, Palidore, and you got DocEducation here as well, co-casting with me. And Doc, how are you doing tonight?
Super excited, Pally. Yeah, I mean, like you say, 7 old faces, new grouping, old team, new team name. So always good to see how people you know, lace them up and get out there, you know, maybe without a little bit of practice. So yeah, excited to see some interesting stuff tonight.
No, absolutely, and this is coming off of some supremely interesting games over the weekend. On Saturday, we had the Challenger Cup, of course. We were just talking about that a little bit before we got going here in the stream, and it was some fun stuff. You know, I was casting, you as well. Both of us were casting all throughout the day, Europe as well as North America. We got all 30 matches across the cups for the 2 regions streamed on all the VRML channels as well as venues. So it was a really fun thing.
It was awesome, and for those of you who haven't spent time in venues, or maybe who went to venues last season and haven't been in this season, it is completely different. They've reskinned a lot of it. It's super exciting now. I gotta be honest, venues last season, I didn't always think it was the best viewing experience, but now I actually think venues is the best way to view this game right now.
Yeah, right now it's still kind of in early access, and they're changing up a lot of things over time. I mentioned this actually on our Q&A chat as well for everyone who has any kind of feedback on that stuff. The venue staff would like to know. So you guys got, you know, ideas or desires for the app? Let us know, whether in chat or, you know, through the Discord channels and whatnot. But yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. I see a lot of people stopping by. Burnsy with the subscription, by the way, 3 months ago, or three months at tier 1, not 3 months ago. That would be a very, very late call out. But thank you, Burnsy, for that. See Cosmic, Echo, Tammy, Crazy Kit, John Tay, Texas Hada, I don't know, Flare VR, as well as Ghost Blitz. I think that's about it. Oh, and Free Tony. Hi. Tony. Tony, hi. Hi, Tony. The man of many different Tonys. Tony iterations. They spelt 7 wrong. No. But you know, I think maybe a great time to make a season debut for 7, because it is week 7. So maybe that was a coordinated thing. Maybe that was on purpose. I don't know. I never know, because they've had so many names on this team. Maybe that's the thing. Next week they'll change their name to 8. And if they weren't planning to, they probably are now. Maybe. But yeah, a lot of points I'm seeing that the prediction started that one. See, I started the prediction points early, even before we went live on the stream this time, so you guys should be proud of me. But yeah, I see 99% of the channel points bet in favor of a 7 here. Now it was 23 votes to 5 on the whole. So should we see an upset here? And I should note, on the last couple matches we did today, or at least I think on two of the 3 or 4 matches we've done so far, did have upsets on the channel predictions. So just saying, if the trend continues, there are 5 people looking to get mighty rich, perhaps, off of those bets.
I am one of those people. I decided to take a value bet. I saw a huge swing in favor of 7, and I thought, you know, I'm not betting against 7. I'm just betting in favor of my odds right now and my value. So. Right.
Well, hey, not a bad strategy at all. See, John Tejada there was asking about you, Doc. I think earlier on, asking how you're doing and when you guys are gonna go play.
Yeah, John, I actually, my friends list is not really working right now. It's not showing me when other folks are on, and it's not showing other folks when I'm on. Like, pretty consistently for the last like month. So that's probably why you haven't seen me. But join my Discord server, and I will tell you when I am on in the Pub Buddies channel. So yeah, Team Amoeba Discord.
There you go. Army Strong asking, how you doing today, Palidore? Well, I'm doing great. How are you? Glad to have some Army Strong Twitch chat here, as well as Jake EA, Vacant Ace once again, Toki stopping by, and Chocolate, of course. Need a stream poll of what team is better, blue versus orange. You mean like just the actual colors themselves? I would dare say people, I could be wrong, prefer blue or at least like blue more. Seems like that's what people always fight over. Although I believe there's statistics out there that say, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, that orange might have a slightly higher win percentage. I'm not sure. Whatever the case is, I'm partial to blue, and I'm impartial in this match. I just want to see a good one. So the debut of the season here for 7, the players on the joust, Desirable. That's the way to start it out, isn't it, Doc?
Well, yeah, making me feel like I might have made a mistake with my bet. But just like that, Citizen to Desirable and an 18-meter absolute rocket. Yeah. That was, I mean, that was just, it was staggering to see, really.
Yeah, wasting no time whatsoever as that high up pass goes on this joust. Salty Crackers over to Leap, leaping the defender indeed, with a nice little juke, and Leap setting it right back, and too Army Strong in fact, but we'll have some time to get it back, and not a problem for Nerve.
Nerve now picks it up, looks to dump it in. Leap back on the other side now, looks to pass it back to Nerve, can't quite connect, so we'll be under a little bit of pressure from Citizen. Does get stunned out, and Citizen's gonna make a back pass, or maybe it went off someone's head. It's now in the orange bubble. Salty Crackers is right there, but getting stunned out just at the last second, and Desirable saves a goal for 7.
All right, well, that's going to float over to that outer bubble, maybe a 3, but no, too slow on the boost there, as they will find instead maybe a pass. Good one could have been to Zux, except it was soft enough and long enough for the dive from, I think, Leap there. As well, talk about Leap. Leap is there again for a great grab.
Absolute incredible defense we're seeing from both these teams right now. Citizen now has an opportunity working along the post. Citizen sends it in for 2.
All right, so following otherwise great defense, but the scattered clears, and the scattered defense just gave that open one. Just fortunately, it was a 7-meter 2 there. So Worst could have been worse for Worst had it been a 3, and they will be launching out here 2 minutes into this match.
Under pressure, looks to make a bounce pass, is successful. Salty Crackers now, though, under a little bit of pressure, looks to clear it through, but on the back line is Zux, and he passes it into the left side tube, who dumps it in. It's open goal, Desirable for 3.
And the most desirable angle and result that was. What a quick start for them. 7 points already. And that's another, I mean, 15 seconds off the clock. Talk about efficient. You really can't do it much more efficiently than they have on several of their first scores here.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're just punishing every single little mistake from Worst. Leap right there, getting it stolen by Zeus, and Zeus may take a shot, does. It goes in, 12 meters a second, so that just a little flick of the wrist.
And that's 10 points in 3 minutes. That is a very, very steadfast pace for sure. And Zeus, you leave Zeus open goals. That's going to be a picture-perfect shot more often than not for sure, as Nerve launches out with this very quick one over to Nerve, and to Leap, that is, and Leap now through into the bubble. Rebound here might be had, but a little bit misread. Also mis-slapped, so will be taken back by Zeus, and Zeus now setting that into that tunnel where it gets lost in the trap as the players brawl, and Nerve with a disc.
Multiple players there, though they look to spread out.
Whoa.
A little bit of that dubstep disc you're always talking about, Pally. And now on the ceiling, it's Zuck sending it in.
Now rebound, floating past a couple of players there for 7, but Desirable has the open angle and close off by Leap. The 2 saves now, right head on. Those are not the easiest ones to get. Has to do it again though, and could not quite. That was a great pass from Citizen to Desirable there, just last second cut.
Absolutely. yeah, cutting when you're a goalie, I mean, it's very difficult to defend. You've got your focus on the main attacker, and even just a slight angle change, you don't really have time to react. And yeah, 7 just really taking advantage right now.
Yeah, here in this Diamond Division matchup, and kind of a debut of sorts here for the Team 7, but mostly by team name, not by roster name. That said, back into the backboard. Oh, Lord, it's Zeus. And fittingly, that godly shot off the top of the clouds, so striking lightning. How about that one, Doc? I mean, this is just intense, and the points, they're really starting to fly up there.
I don't know what was better, Zeus's shot or the fact that I think you got about 4 puns out of the one shot. That was nice to hear, Palidore. But yeah, Zeus having a little bit of fun there, and if he gets this disc, oh yeah, Leap deciding to retreat there, giving the disc to Zeus, and well, getting stunned out, getting stolen. So, but Citizen now on the back line, back to Zuck. So, yeah, a little bit of control and domination here by 7. Though, as Leap gets that disc, there is a little bit of a foot race. It will be picked up by 7.
Leap having quite the day defensively, but offensively still shut out here by 7 and their defense. Now there's Salty Crackers getting that recovery, has the lineup of teammates kind of floating down the floor, but being stunned, met already, and holding it is desirable to the midfield. And now that shot right down that male slut, but the rebound might be in. Zeus taking the long way around and finds their 18th point.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here. Oh, man. I mean, you know what they say, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Well, in that case, I think it was both being good and lucky. Good to get it through that mail shot and have it be close, and then just a little bit of luck to bounce doubly off the shield and go in. But yeah, 7 definitely rolling 7s right now.
Not sure if it was luck or just the will of Zeus. I mean, making things happen just by the thought of things. As Zeus, I mean, there it is again. Zeus going for that cloud. Another one. Oh, just barely missing. That would have been the 3rd long bomb coming in from Zeus. But Citizen, the recovery, and now the 20-point delivery. That's the round 1 in the books. That was just a blitz. Nothing more to be said, really.
Blitz is the right word. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't feel this way if you're worst, but I thought that was an exciting round. I mean, it was fun to watch. Mercies aren't always that fun, but that was fun.
Oh, definitely fun for 7. That's one heck of a way to debut for sure. Again, veteran players here on what is ultimately a sort of veteran team in the sense that they've seen a lot of roster changes and a lot of name changes, so it always keeps me guessing and keeps me on their toes, just trying to figure out what name they are in a given week. But that said, they definitely know what they're doing, these players. They've been playing all of VRML and prior as well, so they're showing their skills here today without a doubt. And for WURST, you know, they're a team that I say a lot. They seem to get very, very underrated, I feel like, in general. I streamed them a decent amount, but they are constantly surprising and I think just flying under the radar. That said, today having a tough time at least to start it out, as wow, Burnsy with 10 tier 1 community subs. Thank you so much, Burnsy, for that awesome contribution. A lot of people getting in on it now. Cheers for that. Wow.
It's great to see. Love to feel the support, Burnsy. Love to see the vibes. A bunch of people in chat having fun. Cosmic saying you guys are no fun and then getting a sub. I love it.
Yeah, that's incredible. Wow, 10 tier 1 subs, so that is hype in its own right. Thank you so much, Burnsy. Nerve, though, looking for the 3 and getting burned instead off the shoulder, so will be rebounded by Zux. Zux over to Citizen. Citizen eyeing down right between those 2 obstacles, and now slapping it out is Salty.
Just now bouncing around off the wedge, but wow, Zuck's Indesirable shooting around, moving really fast. The clear does work, however, for Leap, and looks like their stack is going to be a little bit faster. No, Citizen and 7, they are flying right now, Palidore.
Yeah, that they are. Flying right in for maybe a 3, but no, overshooting was 1, 2, and 3, but there's a 4th, and the ding off that front door, so will be a missed opportunity. Snagged by Salty Crackers, but not for too long.
You can almost hear them just like laughing and having a good time as all 4 missed, or all 3 missed, and then the 4th person picked up that disc and dinged it off the ring. Yeah, they're having a good time, but Leap having a great time on the defensive end.
Yeah, forget it. Not even Defender of the Day, Defender of the Year. Call it a leap year. This is a fantastic defense we're seeing from that player right there, as they get the chance at the offense, but some rugged bounces will damage those opportunities, unfortunately, and that's where they're struggling, really, despite some great saves otherwise, Doc.
Yeah, absolutely. Just these really small mistakes. You can't even really call them mistakes. Just being just a little bit off on a pass, and every time that happens, Seven is just right there to pick it up and punish just like that. You know, yeah, just a little bounce off Geo, and 20 seconds later they're giving up a goal.
Yeah, and soft delivery there as will be a goal. Not 20 seconds this time. Will be a minute 46. That is actually stellar news. Because, yeah, the rate of scoring was incredible from 7 in the first round. So, for WURST, at least start the second round and only be down to 2. That's actually pretty good news, I think, for them if they can just find a little control here.
Okay, and I'm seeing Fontac in chat making a bold promise. 1 sub for every point that WURST scores, so that's 2 subs right there for Fontac, and that's 2 points for Leap and WURST.
Fontac, I know you're not a caster, but there are certain things that you just... I'm just saying. Caster's curse, sponsor's curse, is that a thing? I'm just kidding. With that said, no obligation, don't worry about it. Citizen here, though, that's great news, though, for WURST. Getting on the scoreboard, this is a much different start, at least, to this round. Will it continue, though, is a question? Well, the aggression of Citizen says no.
Citizen returning the favor, yeah, continuing the onslaught. It's not nearly as bad as it was in round 1. So let's hope that, yeah, for our sake, for the sub's sake, for competition's sake, let's hear it for WURST.
Well, absolutely. That's what I always say is just whoever's the underdog in a minute-to-minute situation. That's basically who I'm rooting for. I don't know, maybe that's a cruel thing, you know, it's basically telling the players, no, I don't want you to have easy matches, I want you to sweat and play until you are absolutely spent, so maybe that's a cruel thing. That said, that is a 2 that cruelly sails out into the rebounded hands of Zux.
Zux. The 7 stack, yeah, I didn't get to see in the backfield there, but must have been some stunning out as WURST took a little bit of extra time to get there. There were 3 players in the blue bubble before any blue players got there, even after the backboard rebound, so... yeah, you give that kind of time to that good of a team, and they'll just put it right in.
Now dodging through, Kitty Stub over to Nerve. Nerve with some jukes, but doesn't work out as Citizen takes that away. Looks at, to Desirable as the defense recovers here. One more cross, but beautiful cutoff. Oh, Kitty Stub get it out of there, and Kitty Stub does.
Leap. Getting that steal this time, not a save, but saving a goal. Oh. And yeah, Desirable with the backwards shot, didn't quite connect, and Zux picks it up.
And trying to send it in off that anchor, immediate anchor fling. This is going to give an opportunity for Leap and Salty. Let's see. It will be Salty right through, but no! Snagged by Zux! We saw that earlier in the Joker game, something very similar. I believe Jaywalker with an incredible one, kind of no look. That was almost like that, just off that last second grab, but it will be a turnover. Desirable, who turns it over to Nerve.
That is so hard to do. To get back and get into position, turn your head around, and then get your hand on the disc that's flying at you. It is so hard to do. That was an incredible save by Zux.
Yeah, absolutely. Just turning into it and now trying to turn it into the goal on the other end. Perhaps it's clear will be recovered by Desirable. Desirable notices the goalie in line. That's not a number situation, and it's going to give Kitty Stub the save. But right back to Citizen, hiding behind that bow tie, up to the shoulder, back to the left, and left. Well, be left out as it goes out of the bubble.
Wow. Incredible defense by WURST. The disc is now bouncing around. It will be picked up back by Zux. Zux works his way along the shoulder. He's styling. He's swooping. He passes back to Citizen. Citizen off the shield. No, off the right side of the shield into the very top of the top pocket.
Wow. This kind of... Look, still 4 minutes left, okay? And they're still doing an excellent job on the whole for worst. It's just what happens after these saves and these clears. They've gotten some nice ones. Overall, they're holding 7 to a much lower output. Still yet, they're only down by 7 for worst, for that matter. So, down 2-7 by 7. But with that, this could help. But no, it'll be taken back by Zux.
Still in the game, though, as you say, Palidore. Zux dumps it in. Defense working pretty well, and the stacks are working pretty well. Although, just like that, Citizen for 3.
Yeah, and with 77 viewers, I feel like it's almost prophetic. But thank you for joining us, guys, here on day 1 of the Cycle 2. As that will be a 12-2 advantage. Double digits back up for the side of Orange on 7.
Roll out now for Worst. Kitty Stub passes to the left tube. Left tube, it's Leap. Looks to make a pass on the top. Picked up by Salty Crackers. Salty Crackers to Nerve can't quite connect. And Zux hauls it out and passes to Zeus, who dumps it in.
You know, I really liked the idea. Just the execution wasn't quite there, but it was a nice little handoff play from them. That said, the angle on the shot from Desirable, not a problem. 18 meters out.
Man, I don't know that I've seen a missed 3 by 7 in this entire game.
Yeah, they are definitely playing at a high pace and level right now. I mean, I guess you got to feel too, coming in as a new roster here. They're gonna feel pumped. You know, they've been on stream. These players on 7 have been streamed plenty of times over the last 14 months or so. With a shot just missing there. But you gotta feel like, you know, coming into this season now, kind of debuting, there's a little bit extra motivation there to really just show up with some strength.
Like that.
Yeah.
Desirable sends another one in.
Quite the effort. Needless to say, I mean, it's like can barely finish a sentence before it's another 3. Starting to pile on the points heavily here. Shout out quickly to Fontac as well with the 2 tier 1 community subs. So coming on through from the DocEducation pressure, as we do appreciate that very much. Didn't have to, but the fact that you did makes us love you all the more. Thank you, Fontac. And with that, Leap through the mail slot, gonna be taken by Zux.
Fontac, good to their word, spreading the love. Gotta love the support. Although right there,
wow.
Oh, not quite supported on the boop shot, but Desirable picks it right back up, and Desirable gets rejected by the goal. Citizen now looking from the ceiling, styling, passes back to. I thought that was Desirable. No. Oh yeah, it was Desirable off the head of Kitty Stub.
So points still going yet to 7. They're up 20-2 now. Man, and that reverse. Remember when I talked about Fontac about 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, talking about, you know, Caster's curses and that. Well, talking about that point differential being a lot smaller and slower pace, but then all of a sudden they just exploded, it seems like, in the last 5 minutes to get all these points up to the tune of 20 now.
Yep, and they're looking for a mercy. Zeus now working their way along. Desirable has an open goal. There might be a bounce shot. No, a little bit off the ding ring, and it is loose now in the midfield.
And with that, a Citizen looking for one more. That could be Mercy territory. 30 seconds left. It's 20-2. Zux with that fling over to Desirable from that outer bubble. Gonna creep it in now from the mid lane and right into the right pocket just about. That will, in fact, conclude this round and series. What a force.
Force indeed. That was a tour de force. That was a fireworks show. Absolutely spectacular. Yeah, I think I only saw... I'd love to see what the accuracy rate on the shots from 7 were. It seemed like they made 80% of their shots, and the ones they missed were like half-court boop shots, you know, that still got really close. So as the match statistics come out, it looks like 7 did get 83% of the attempts on goal. So yeah, they had a 4-1 advantage on shots on goal. Yeah,
definitely just a mammoth of an effort. I mean, there were some phenomenal defensive plays and saves, but it just couldn't really... There was never really room given for them to get too much offense in, just because they were being constantly just barraged, basically, by 7 from every single direction. And it kind of just got overwhelming to that point. And yeah, a huge effort for sure from 7 in the very successful Week 7 debut. And yeah, for WURST, like I said, not indicative on the whole. I mean, they've again, they're here in the Diamond Division just the same. You know, riding high this season and constantly, I feel like they're a team who constantly does prove the connoisseurs and such wrong a lot of the time. You know, they really constantly impressed, you know, the last couple seasons for sure. And, you know, with that, they'll still live to fight another day. That much I'm confident about. But for 7, I think that ladder is looking much more open for the taking, going up to... I'm not sure. We'll see where their limits are. But I think this is a team that's going to really be contesting high in Diamond, if not trying to look to make some noise come the next Challenger Cups even, just depending on how these next 5 weeks go.
That'll be super exciting, Palidore. Super exciting game. Yeah, always good to see new exciting teams. Yeah, and like as you say, WURST doing a really good job, especially on defense. Some incredible saves. Leap with 5 saves. Wow.
Yeah.
And 2 each for Salty Crackers and Kitty Stub, and Nerve even picked one up as well. So showing some really great, and then there were some incredible steals and that didn't count as saves. So really good job from WURST. I think the stack pressure that 7 had on defense, just every time they were just there. They were just everywhere. Blitz, I think, is a word that you use, Palidore, and it was like Blitzkrieg. It was like lightning war. It was exciting.
That it was. And with that, we still have one more exciting match to come in about half an hour. You talk about stream debuts, ladies and gents, at high level as well. We got some more very familiar faces about to debut in 32 minutes from now. Hivemind is the name. And the players, well, you'll find some familiarity there. You got Callan, 101, captaining things. You also got Captain Will, willing things, I suppose. Kaz Naz, Supreme Buns, and Sorcerer. I think it's like Sorcerer, maybe, is the wordplay here. Not familiar, either or, though. I like the name. With that, we've seen partial redshift here, in a sense, old redshift here in 7. We're seeing some more of old redshift here in Hivemind in 30 minutes. So if you enjoyed that, well, tune into the show here in half an hour, because it will be Hivemind facing Extinction, who have a roster of Latos, also a season debut, I do believe. We have Graic, Ice, of Schlart, and Wonder comprising the Extinction roster. So, hey, you know these guys, and you know it's going to be good. But with that, anything else from the chat that I missed? Or Doc, on your end, anything else you wanted to add there before we part off for a little bit?
Just was looking at those rosters, as you mentioned. Yeah, that's going to be a super exciting game. Hivemind versus Extinction, 2 bronze tier teams currently, but definitely won't stay there. So that should be super exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So that will be looking like our last match, unless something last minute happens with the schedules. But with that, thank you again to Burnsy, 10 subs, and actually put in 2 more a few minutes ago when it ended. So 12, a dozen subs. That's a lot of love it with that cool dozen from Burnsy. So appreciate that. My heart burns for you. You can't see that. Now you can. Anyway, as well as Fontac, of course, with 2 tier 1 subs as well. So appreciate you guys a whole lot. Vacant, that is not a word sneak I can accommodate. And beyond that, yeah, thank you guys. We'll be back in half an hour. I've been Palidore, that's been DocEducation, and we'll take a 30-minute vacation. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other, and I'll see you again really soon. Take care. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.